this module, we'll be learning some basic motion graphics techniques using layer styles, masks, and text. In this clip, we'll be using the layer panel to add layer masks in two different ways, as well as learn about alpha channels. Okay, let's get started. First, let's open one of our demo videos from the previous two modules in the way that we've discussed before. By clicking Open, navigate to the video and click Open. Here we'll begin using layer masks. Masks are a way of choosing a part of a layer or a video to either hide or reveal, and there are two different ways to add layer masks to your project. The first way is to use the selection tool to draw a shape directly onto your video layer. I'm going to use a rectangle and will click and drag on my video in order to place it where I'd like. Now over here in my layer panel, there's an icon at the bottom called Add Layer Mask. When we click this icon, it'll make a mask out of the rectangle selection I previously created. Everything within the rectangle is visible, and everything outside of it is not. When I play the video, it plays only within the rectangle. If I'd like the selection to be inverse, I can click on the mask in the layer panel and hit Command-I. This will invert the selection, and now everything within the rectangle is not visible. Masks are useful because they are non-destructive, meaning they do not affect the video layer itself. For example, if I want the rectangle to be bigger or for there to be multiple rectangles, I can draw new ones and fill them with white with the Paint Bucket tool. I can also draw on a mask with the Brush tool, like so. If I want to erase, simply change the brush color or fill color to black and do the same thing. This is because the mask is using its Luma information to create an alpha channel. When I say alpha channel, I'm simply referring to the transparent part of the video. And by Luma, I mean lightness or darkness, that is, white or black. So when no light is present, aka black, the image is not visible. And when full light is present, aka white, the image is 100% visible. And if you use a gray, the image will be only semi-opaque depending on the darkness of the gray that you've chosen. You can also apply a layer mask to an entire video group. Let's import another video into the project, like we've done in the past two modules by pressing the plus sign. Now I can click and drag the mask I made onto the entire video group in the layer panel. And now that same layer mask will affect all videos in the video group. I can also make an entirely new one by clicking on the video group and then clicking on the layer mask icon. This is the second way to make a layer mask. Now a new blank one will be created, and I can add a black shape or draw on this blank layer mask with black to hide certain areas of my video. Now when I play the two videos, they are both affected by the new mask. You can click on any other video and add a blank layer mask in this same way. You can also copy and paste a layer mask from one layer to another by clicking on the mask, holding the Option key, and dragging it to another video. If for any reason I want to disable or turn off a layer mask while I'm working, simply right-click on the mask and choose Disable Layer Mask. To enable it again, right-click again and choose Enable Layer Mask. A layer mask will also have density and feathering options we can alter. If you click on the mask, the Properties window will open up. If you alter the density of the mask, the opacity of the mask will change. If you alter the feathering, the border of the mask will begin to feather and blur. If I decide I don't like the mask and want to delete it altogether, I can click on it in the layer panel and drag it to the trash. Now my video is back to its original state. When you create a mask and there's no background layer, you'll notice that the background is a checkerboard pattern. Earlier, when I mentioned a layer mask creates an alpha channel, this is what I was referring to. The checkerboard pattern indicates that there's no background. If you export without an alpha channel option set, the transparent background will default to black. We'll go over rendering in more detail in Module 4. In the next clip, we'll go over layer styles and blending modes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.